full of money. Good morning, Uganda. I hope you're all well. Greetings from Housing Finance Bank. I hope we are all doing okay. We just celebrated our independence. I hope we had a great time as Ugandans. It's a pleasure to be having a discussion together today, this morning. My name is John Baptist Kawesi. I'm the Head Mortgages and Consumer Banking at Housing Finance Bank. And today is our very first time series of the event that we've called Thank God It's Mortgage Friday. What are we doing today? We are going to have a conversation to talk about all your housing needs, whether it's mortgage, non-mortgage. We are here to talk to you today. It's exciting from all of us at Housing Finance Bank. It's really exciting and we are so delighted to be talking to you. We do expect a very interesting dialogue. Please engage us. We are live on all our social media platforms. Once again, I welcome you to today's event where we are going to talk about each and everything about housing. We all know that housing plays a critical role when you look at the value chain, but most importantly, starting with us as individuals. Yeah, we all need to have a roof above our heads, a place we call home. So it is a dream to all of us, and we are so delighted to be discussing this very fundamental topic today. In case you don't know much about Housing Finance Bank, I don't want to make an assumption. Housing Finance Bank is the largest indigenous bank in Uganda, owned by Ugandans, 100% ownership. We have 3 institutional shareholders, that is NSSF, the government of Uganda, and National Housing. So when I say that this is the largest indigenous bank, that's what I mean. This bank is owned by all of us Ugandans, 100% ownership. A lot has been had when it comes to mortgages, when it comes to housing. We've touched so many lives, but we believe there are still so many lives we can still touch through our customized solutions. So today I'm going to talk about a number of solutions. I don't want to call them product, I want to use the word solution, because at the end of the day, we are looking for solutions as customers, as Ugandans. We are looking for solutions when it comes to housing. Like I was saying, housing plays a critical role, and that is our niche as Housing Finance Bank. This is something we've been doing for close to 6 decades. Yeah, this is something we've been doing for close to 6 decades, and we are so delighted with the fact that we've touched so many lives in the country. We have presence across the country, and I'd like to encourage all our viewers, all our customers, anyone who has a dream of owning a home, to visit us at any of our branches across the country. Currently, we have 18 branches across the country. In the north, we are at Gulu City, we are there. Lira City, we are with you. Arua, we are with you. We are also in the western part of the country. Hoima City, we are with you. I hope you're watching us this morning. Barra City, we are with you. Fort Portal, we are with you. Please join us so that we can have this beautiful conversation. When I move to the eastern part of the country, we are also having presence in the eastern part of the country. Jinja, Mbale, Tororo, we love you all. Greetings from Housing Finance Bank. And in Kampala, we have most of the branches right here in Kampala and the suburbs, and we continue growing. We also have several channels through which you can transact and get served. We have over 1,000 agents across the country. We have ATMs that help you to access your cash as well as depositing your money. So you don't need to look for a physical branch to deposit your money or to access your money. We have all sorts of digital platforms that we put in place to make sure that you're happy as our customer as we continue serving you. So today I'm going to talk about several solutions, and we've been hearing about mortgages, housing solutions, most of us have been privy to many conversations in different places with government, with private players, with other financial services providers, in the humanity space. We are all talking about the housing solutions. So what housing solutions do we have as Housing Finance Bank? We've designed solutions for every customer, okay? Whether you are a low-income earner, middle-income earner, you are a youth, the women doing business, are you self-employed, are you in the agriculture sector, are you doing trade? Everyone has a solution. You have a place to start from. So I'm going to first of all talk about one of our solutions that we call the home purchase. This is whereby you've identified a property, you've identified the buyer, and you're interested in buying that property. So what happens? We support you with purchasing that property. That is the home purchase option or solution. So first of all, you need to understand, is the property good enough for you? You need to be satisfied. Whichever property you're willing to go for, we support you, but the decision is yours. You need to be satisfied with the property, whether it's a standalone, whether it's a condominium apartment, whether it's a bungalow, whatever works for you. Once you've identified the property, you can talk to us so that we can finance you. Basically, the things we look at first, we look at your income levels, because you need to be able to service this loan or mortgage. Usually it's for long term, so we need to be sure that you have reliable sources of income. It could be salary, you could be self-employed. So we look at those details and we compute for you, depending on your income, how much can we finance you, because we also need to be prudent as a financial services provider. The amount you spend on servicing the loan shouldn't create a lot of friction in your financials. So at the end of the day, you need to take care of other needs in your home beyond the loan or the mortgage that you're going to take. We also look at the credibility of the borrower. We have what we call the Credit Reference Bureau, CRB report. That gives us the history of your borrowings. In case you've never borrowed, you can walk to any of our branches. We shall enroll you on this system, okay? It's called the CRB report that we look at. So we look at how you've been performing in terms of the previous loans, whether at Housing Finance Bank or from other banks. That is critical. And I encourage all our customers to pay your loans timely, because if you've not paid well in the past, then it becomes tricky for us or any other financial services provider to support you. So we look at that. We also look at the details of this property that you're trying to purchase. What is the value? We have empaneled a number of valuers. So we give you a full list and you choose for yourself. We need to know what is the value of this property that you're buying. It is also good for you to have an idea of the value of the property. So we look at your sales agreement. You need to have a sales agreement with the vendor. Maybe the vendor has accepted to sell to you this house at 50 million, at 100 million. So we need to know the details. So you share with us those facts. Then we are able to proceed. Those are the most important things, but like I said, number one is your income level or your cash flows, whether you're a salary earner, or maybe you are doing business, you're self-employed, you're running businesses. We can lend you, okay? We can empower you to own a home. Whether you are an individual, whether you are a limited liability company, whatever format you come in, we are able to support you. Now that is for the home purchase. You've seen a property that you want to purchase, we support you with purchasing that property. It may even be multiple units, okay? There are those that already have homes, now they want to purchase properties or assets that can generate income for them. So you could have identified about 3 units somewhere, and you would like the bank to support you with owning those properties. So there's no limit whether you've seen a commercial property, as long as you have the capacity. It goes down to your cash flows. We discuss with you and advise you what you're able to take on as a loan or as a mortgage, and then we walk the journey together. The other category I would like to talk about is the construction loan. Many of us have bought land. You know, you get your money, identify a piece of land, maybe it's 50 by 100 or 100 by 100, whatever size. You have the land and you would like to start construction, but you don't have the money. So what do? We support you with construction. Now, we are going to look at your approved plans. You need to have approved plans if you're going to construct. You need to have bills of quantity. What do I mean by bills of quantity? The bills of quantity will show you the breakdown of the cost of construction from the foundation to full completion. So we are going to support you by releasing money in phases. We are going to be working with you, monitoring your project to ensure that you put the money to the right use, okay? So in case you have a piece of land, vacant land, you're still renting, I'm calling upon you to join us, come and talk to us so that you can move into your house. I would like to upload you if you have the land already, you've already started on the journey. Don't wait for too long. Come and talk to us. We shall support you with building or constructing on that piece of land. All right, so for everyone who has a piece of land somewhere, we applaud you. The other category I would like to talk about is completion. Now, we are at different stages of life in terms of home ownership. There are those that started construction maybe a few years ago, but they got stuck because of the cash flows. Maybe you reached at the ring beam, maybe you stopped at the roofing. Now you need to complete your house and move in. So whatever amount you're looking at, please talk to us. We are willing to support you to complete your house. Completion is relative, yeah? There are those that also moved into their homes and they don't have a perimeter wall. Maybe they need to change the burglars. They need to change a few things here and there. You didn't paint the house, you didn't plaster the house. So completion is another solution we provide, irrespective of where you are, whether you stopped at the foundation, wherever you are, we are willing to support you to complete your house. And all those milestones, we shall be celebrating them with you as our esteemed customers. The other category I would like to talk about is the commercial mortgages. Commercial mortgages, like I mentioned, these are properties you purchase purposely to earn some income out of them. It could be a typical commercial property where you have commercial tenants who are going to be renting your building. It could be multiple units, residential in nature. So if you have that kind of building you want to buy, you want to construct, you want to complete, whatever the reason, please talk to us. If you are a developer, I would also like to say this, that we finance developers. You could be having a big plan, and I know so many Ugandans belong to an investment club or a circle, and we have people that have come together and they're pulling funds on a monthly basis. So probably you have a prime piece of land, but you have this bigger plan of putting up a 3-story building. So if you want to get financing from us, please visit us. We'd like to develop our country together. Now that is on the side of commercial mortgages. I would also like to talk about land loans. Yes, like I said, we are at different stages in life. There are those that are yet to purchase land, okay? Probably you're still renting, probably you're just leaving university, you just got your first job. I'd like to encourage you to talk to us. We are willing to finance land purchase, okay? Just tell us where, how much, and we'll support you with purchasing that piece of land. The other category I'm going to talk about is what we call equity release. What do I mean by equity release? This applies to those that already have homes or buildings, and they would like to borrow against those buildings so that they can use that money to inject in their business or other purposes. I'll give an example. Probably you have a home and it's worth maybe 200 million. Now, this is the case, you have another piece of land that you'd like to develop so that you can start earning some money out of that property, that commercial property. So what happens? We give you money based on the value of your property. We give you up to 70% of the value. So we release that money that we call equity. We release that equity back to you into your hands so that you can invest it in another venture. Yeah, it can be business, it can be another property, it can be an investment in government securities. So whatever purpose you have, we're willing to support you with equity release. The last one I would like to talk about is what we call Zimba Mpola Mpola, a very popular product from Housing Finance Bank. From research, we realize that most of us in Uganda, even in Africa, we construct in phases, Mpola Mpola. Yes, like I mentioned, you leave university or you start working, you buy your piece of land. It may not even be titled. You could even be having a sales agreement. Then over time, you get money, you build in phases. After 3-4 years, you move into your house. So we designed a product that supports our customers within the 2 tiers of low to middle income earners. Not everyone is going to qualify for a mortgage of, say, 100 million, 200 million. Someone could be looking for just 30 million. So what do? We finance you for whatever reason, whether you want to construct, whether you want to buy a house you've identified, and we are saying we lend as little as 200,000 shillings. For brothers and sisters in the diaspora, 200,000 shillings is an equivalent of almost $50. So every Ugandan has an opportunity to get started on this journey of home ownership. We lend as little as 200,000 shillings. So it could be for the actual construction. It could be for purposes of clearing your lease title. It could be for purposes of foundation, water and sanitation, water harvesting. Maybe you want to put solar on your house. You just need probably 2-3 million. So the purposes are so wide. The scope of financing is so wide in terms of the purposes. So this Zimba Mpola Mpola has been designed to support Ugandans to build in phases. Those that cannot qualify for a lump sum of, say, 200 million, I want to buy, but I want to construct in phases. We have so many touching stories of border riders, women working in the market that have utilized this product and now they are living in their homes. These are powerful stories that we are delighted to associate ourselves with. So like I mentioned, Zimba Mpola Mpola comes with a number of purposes, not only for construction of the house, but other services. Okay, maybe you just need to construct a toilet, you just need to improve your water system, you just need to invest in clean energy or renewable energy like biogas, like solar, whatever purpose you need, we are able to support you with Zimba Mpola Mpola. Okay, so I would like to encourage our customers and the potential customers of Housing Finance Bank, please talk to us. We are live this morning from wherever you are, and we are excited to answer all your questions so that we can support you with achieving your goals and dreams. Thank you very much. Back. Greetings from Housing Finance Bank, Uganda. In case you're online, please talk to us. If you have a question, I'm going to take on your question this morning. If you have any inquiry, I'm going to be engaging you. Please type your comments, your questions in the chat. We are live. Those in Uganda, irrespective of where you are, we are excited to be talking to you this morning. Please talk to us. We have all the solutions that you're looking out for. And I'd like to thank you, our customers. Last year, we were voted the Mortgage Bank of the Year. Thank you so much for the support. Even this year, we received another accolade, Mortgage Bank of the Year, by the World Economic Magazine. Thank you very much. We're excited to continue serving you. Do we have any questions, inquiries? Please talk to us. So to the women out there, I'd like to encourage you to come to us for these solutions, the housing solutions. I've taken you through a number of solutions. For the women, we have special terms for you. Please talk to us. We'd like to drive more inclusion. Our purpose statement as Housing Finance Bank is financing a sustainable future for all. So we'd like to encourage the women, the youth, please come and participate. These solutions are yours, and we'd like to see our country grow to the next level. When you look at the macroeconomic indicators, this is a very good time for you to take on these solutions. If you look at the GDP growth rate for Uganda, it's currently at 6.4%. If you look at the inflation rate headline, it's about 3.6%. So the macroeconomic indicators are in our favor. If you check the central bank rate, it also dropped to 9.75%. I'd like to encourage you to talk to us so that we can support you with realizing your dreams. Okay? Do we have any questions, inquiry? As I wait for any comments, questions, I'm going to go back and take you through some of the solutions that we provide. We provide land loans. If you want to purchase land from an independent vendor or any of the vendors that you know in the market, we happen to partner with many of them in the market that are doing a good job. So just identify the land, visit and see the land. Just tell us how much, then we can discuss the details. Most importantly, we're interested in your cash flow or your income. We'll look at your bank statement, your banking history, whether you are self-employed, you're running your own business, whether you are a salary earner, we are willing to support you. Whether you are an individual, whether you want to borrow jointly with your brother, with your spouse, whether you want to borrow as a limited liability company, we are willing to support you. So talk to us. If you want to purchase land, we are willing to finance that land purchase. If you want to construct, probably you already have the land. We just need to look at the approved plans. We just need to look at the bills of quantity. Like I mentioned, the bills of quantity will show us how much it's going to cost to build that house, okay? From level 1 to the final level. Then we can determine how much to finance you, and we are going to release that money in phases. Now, the uniqueness with Housing Finance Bank, we are part of your project. So for the different phases, we are going to be monitoring to see how you're progressing, and then we continue financing you up to the end. Now, I've so far covered the land purchase, I've so far covered the construction. If you started constructing and you got stuck, we can give you a completion loan, irrespective of where you stopped. So we look at bills of quantity, how much do you need to complete your house, then we can support you on that journey. So what am I trying to demonstrate is the fact that we are willing to support you across the entire journey, from land ownership all the way to owning multiple units within the real estate. The real estate industry is very rewarding, giving you a double-digit return on your investment. So I would like to encourage us to invest in the real estate industry, all sector. Okay, in case you have any questions, keep them flowing. Please keep them flowing. I'm going to be answering all your questions, inquiries this morning. It's an exciting Friday. As we continue celebrating our independence as Ugandans, you've cut it off. Good morning once again. Welcome back. Warm greetings from Housing Finance Bank to you all this morning. We are taking a short break of about 2 minutes, but I'd like to thank you very much for your participation. I see we are many online and the questions are coming in. I'm going to take on the first 6 questions. Thank you so much for the communication. The first question is about financing. Can you do 100% financing for a commercial mortgage? Okay, that is the first inquiry. Let me respond to that. Now, for commercial mortgages, we consider 100% of the for sale value. 100% of this for sale value. So let me take you back. When we identify a property that you would like to purchase or you want to take a mortgage for, we do what we call valuation. We have professionals that we've empaneled as a bank that will share with you a full list. Then you pick the preferred one. These are surveyors, so they'll come and look at the property, they'll visit the property, and they'll give us an idea on the value of that property. So there's the open market value, and then there's what we call the forced sale value. If you badly need to liquidate, how much can you realize from that property? So for the commercial mortgages, we consider 100% of the for sale value, and the open market value compared to the for sale value. The for sale value is usually about 60 to 70% of the open market value. So if the property is valued at, say, 100 million, that is the open market value. The for sale value is going to be in the ranges of 60 to 70 million. So what am I saying? We are willing to finance you up to 70 or 60% or whatever it is that we get from the valuers as the for sale value. So please talk to us. Would like to support you with purchasing this commercial mortgage. I mean this commercial property. You've also, I'm excited to hear that you have a very good account. That means that your banking is good. So if you're banking with us, that is perfect. We already have your statements. If you're banking with another bank, we'll request you to furnish us with those bank statements so that we can continue with the conversation. So I would like to confirm that we are willing to finance you to acquire that commercial property. The second question is, can I get a mortgage with my spouse? Yes, I would like to encourage you, couples, please take on the mortgage with your spouse. So you can borrow as an individual, you can borrow jointly. Now the beauty with borrowing with your spouse, it means that you're going to combine resources, and the amounts you can actually qualify for will be bigger if you combine resources in terms of the income as opposed to doing it on your own. So if your spouse is willing to jointly borrow with you, perfect. Please come to us. We are willing to finance you. Can I get a mortgage if I'm self-employed? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I would like to assure you that we are willing to finance you. Whether you are a salary earner, whether you are self-employed, whether you're running businesses as a company, we are willing to finance you. Please talk to us. The self-employed people, they are the majority in our economy, and we are eager to work with you and change lives. The next question is about early payment. Can I make early payments before expiry of my mortgage? Yes. This is a very good question. So if you've taken on a mortgage for, say, 10 years and you would like to make payments prior to the maturity of that mortgage or expiry, I would like to encourage you, please feel free. You can make those extra deposits to reduce on your outstanding balance. And guess what the benefit is? It comes at no cost. Yeah? In case you're thinking, oh, I might be penalized for depositing more. No, we cannot penalize our good customers who are paying their loans. It comes at zero cost, and it is also going to help you reduce the cost of borrowing, because if you're going to borrow for 10 years and you're going to bring it shorter than 10 years, definitely the interest you're paying is less. If you have extra money, I would like to encourage you, feel free to deposit on your mortgage. The other question is, what happens if I need to sell my house before paying off the mortgage? And what is very unique with Housing Finance Bank, we work with you, our customers. on this entire journey. So if at some point in time you feel like selling off that property, you've identified a willing buyer who wants to purchase that property, yes, we can't say no. Okay, we'll sit down with you and discuss the details. The person who's going to purchase that property will deposit money to clear your loan, and then we release the mortgage on this title. So the person purchasing your property will have to pick the title from us after agreeing on the dynamics with you, the borrower. So if you have a mortgage and someone wants to buy that property, please have a conversation with them. We have no problem with that. Can I make extra payments on my mortgage? Yes. Just like the previous person who asked, in case you want to make extra payments on your mortgage, please go ahead. And if you've received some good money, a lump sum, maybe you got bonus, maybe business was booming, you got some additional income, and you want to clear your mortgage before expiry of the mortgage, you can come and say, I have 100 million, I would like to clear my mortgage. I've serviced this mortgage for 2 years. Okay, I'm left with 8, but I want to clear the mortgage. Please come at no extra cost. Okay, just come and deposit the money. You notify us. That will be the end of the mortgage. Okay, so in case you have any other inquiries, questions, please go ahead and ask in the chat. This morning we are here to answer all your questions, so that we can continue sensitizing our customers about the solutions, the exciting solutions that we have for you. Like I mentioned earlier, I'd like to encourage the women, please come and talk to us so that we can support you with these housing solutions. We are giving you special terms to encourage you for maximum participation. We know the women are working so hard today in the different sectors. They're making a difference in our economy. So, in the spirit of sustainability, in the spirit of inclusion, I would like to encourage the women, please talk to us. We have special terms and conditions for you. The youth, if you're leaving the university, you got your first job, why must you follow the same routine that some of us followed, whereby you're going to rent for maybe 5 years, 4 years, until you own a home? Come and talk to us. We'll be able to purchase a property for you through our mortgage solutions, and then you move in. Who said that you must first rent for 4-5 years before you own your own house? So the money you're spending on rent, okay, remember every time you're paying your landlord, you're not putting a brick on your house, okay? That is money going to another party. Now, when you come and take a mortgage from us, you get financing from us to purchase a property, the money you're spending on paying rent is almost the same money you're going to be spending financing this mortgage. After some time, the house becomes yours. So to all the youths that are leaving the university, please come to Housing Finance Bank. We have all sorts of solutions for you. Whether you want to purchase, you've seen a property in the market that you would like to purchase, whether you want to purchase land first, then probably after 2 years you start constructing, you're going to take that journey with you. Whether you want to start with commercial units, even if they are fetching you 300,000 shillings, 400,000 shillings, whatever the case, come and talk to us. We can finance you. Why wouldn't you build multiple units, okay, over time? You can even first complete one, you stay in it, then you complete the rest, as long as it's part of your plan, okay? We are willing to support you. Please talk to us. Housing Finance Bank is having 18 branches in Uganda, majority are in Kampala, and the 9 are spread across the country. Like I mentioned earlier, come and visit us at Hoima, at Imbara, Fort Portal. In the west, that's where we have representation, but we also have representation in the north. Come to us at Arua, Gulu, as well as Lira. When it comes to the eastern part of the country, we have presence at Jinja, Mbara, and Tororo. We are also expanding in several other towns. We shall be updating you accordingly. So we are going to take a commercial break for 1 to 2 minutes. We shall be right back.
Amannya agange bampita Mungere Fred, omutuuze w'emukono mu Buddugala, ndi mulunzi n'okujjanjaba enkoko, mbuzi, mbizzi. Ogw'okulunda omulimu nguluddemu.
Welcome back, Uganda. Good morning once again. Greetings from Housing Finance Bank. We are taking a short break and we are back. Today we are taking on all your inquiries, your questions around mortgages, around the housing solutions that we have. We are privileged to be communicating to you this morning. So I was still taking on questions from the customers online, and I'm going to take on another set of questions. But before I do that, those in the diaspora, I would like to encourage you to reach out to us. We are able to serve you from wherever you are. You don't have to board the plane, come back home to process a mortgage. We have a community of Ugandans in the diaspora, thousands of them, that we are supporting with these housing solutions. We have a dedicated team, the diaspora team, and I would like to encourage you to reach out to us on our WhatsApp number, via email, and those within the country, you can also call us on our toll-free line. You can also visit our branches so that we can have a conversation. Those in the country, you can call us on our toll-free line. It's 0800 211 082. I'll read it again, 0800 211 082. Please call us. Our team is eager to receive that call. You can also reach us on WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp number as Housing Finance Bank. It is 0771 888 755. I repeat the number. Please reach us on our WhatsApp number. It is 0771 888 755. You can also send us an email in case you're in the diaspora. It is diaspora@housingfinance.co.ug. I'll read it again. Our email, in case you're in the diaspora, send us an email. The dedicated team that is looking after you in the diaspora is going to pick up your email. Send us an email. The email, I'm reading it again, diaspora@housingfinance.co.ug. So I'll start with a question. Someone is asking, can you finance me if I'm residing in a location where you don't have a branch? Yes, please come and we talk. We are willing to finance you. If we can finance someone who is in the US, someone who is in Dubai, someone who is in Ireland, we can finance you, okay? Even if we don't have a branch in that specific location where you are, we are able to support you. Please talk to us. You can call us on our toll-free line, that the one I've shared. You can reach us on WhatsApp. You can reach us on our social media platforms. You can send us an email. We are able to finance you, or support you. There's a question around, I think this is about the time it takes for you to recoup your investment. There was a question, how long should the returns be worst in terms of years? In my understanding, I think your question is about how long should it take for me to recoup my investment? I guess you're trying to have an idea on the values you should consider if you want to purchase a commercial property. So if you're going to take on a mortgage for 10 years, after 10 years, will you be able to recoup your investment? I think that is the question. On average, we usually consider 10 years. 10 years is good. So if you can recoup your money in 10 years, perfect, go for it. So if you realize you're going to recoup your money in 20 years, it's a bit challenging, yeah? That means you have to wait for 20 years to recoup your investment. Now, this will help you in negotiating with the vendor. So I'm just sharing this out of experience. The other question is, am I fit for a commercial or residential mortgage? I started banking with you 1 year ago. I want to be a developer. Yes, you see, it all starts with capability, okay? A developer is someone who wants to build multiple units, whether they are going to be condominium apartments. That means you're going up, vertical. Probably you're looking at a storage building. It may not even be storage, but you're looking at building for multiple purchasers or off-takers. Yes, we can finance. One of the things we look out for is your capital contribution. So how much money are you investing in this project? How much are you contributing as a developer? And what is going to be your source of payment? We look at your cash flows. Now, the beauty with Housing Finance Bank, we don't just give you a mortgage. We sit down and discuss the nitty-gritty. You want to do, you want to run a project. How long is it going to run? How much money do you have? At what point are you going to start selling these units? What is your marketing strategy? Okay, there are several players in the market and they have different strategies. We partner with over 20 developers in the country, and if you're going to start this business, it is important that you sit down with us. We have experience, we know the risks, we know the details in this particular sector. So I'm going to request that you talk to us so that we can discuss this further. On a positive note, I would like to confirm that we are willing to finance you for the purposes of becoming a developer. We are already doing that with some developers. We would like to finance you. And in the spirit of driving sustainability, because we all want to leave the world, the planet, Mother Earth, a better place than the way we found it. We are eager to see how you're practicing greenhousing, affordable housing, driving inclusion. So all these conversations come in handy when we are discussing business with a developer, okay? The other question is about buying cheap land and selling it. Would you finance that? Yes, yes. If you've seen some big chunks of land that you'd like to buy and then sell later, we can finance you. What we just need to understand is your cash flow. What is going to be your source of payment? You're going to buy probably 2 acres, and we've seen it happen in the market. There are so many players doing this. You buy 2 acres of land, you demarcate it, and you sell plots. At the end of the day, you have a margin. So we look at the source of payment. How are you going to finance this loan? Are you going to wait for people the off-takers to come and purchase these properties, or you already have a running business, so that this mortgage doesn't become a burden for you? So we discuss your cash flows. That's critical. Yeah. So if you want to buy land and sell it, talk to us. We can finance you. We can also finance your off-takers. That's the beauty. We look at financing the entire chain. You who is buying the land for off-takers, and your customers that are going to come and buy these plots from you, we can also finance them. Okay? Please talk to us. How long does it take to conclude the mortgage process? Now, if you give us everything that we need, we usually give you a checklist. We need this, we need this, we need this, and we explain to you why we need those different requirements. We can conclude this process within 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks, you should be happy. We should be good to go with your mortgage. The other question is, are there mortgages for those in the diaspora? Yes. I earlier spoke about the dedicated team that we have here in Uganda that looks after our customers in the diaspora. We have a dedicated email. We have a dedicated team of relationship managers that serve customers in the diaspora. And from time to time, we also travel to come and meet our customers in the different countries. As we speak, we have our colleagues in the UK. They attended the convention and they're having a number of engagements. Even across the country, the world, we have customers in the different countries or continents. We have our representatives that you'll be working with. Just leave your contacts in the chat. We shall make sure that we follow up with you. Like I said, if you're living in the diaspora, you don't have to board the plane to come back to Uganda to work on a mortgage. Everything will be done remotely. We shall be communicating to you from wherever you are, and I can assure you the process will be concluded without having to step into the country. We have a framework to support you. If you're in the diaspora, please talk to us. We are big on diaspora, and we are so much interested in supporting lives in the diaspora. When you look at most of the fellow Ugandans in the diaspora, housing is one of the needs they have. Please talk to us. We are more than happy to support you. The other question is, can I extend the tenor of my mortgage? Yes, you can, but we usually give you advisory services at no cost. So we'll ask you why you want to change the tenor of your loan or mortgage. Maybe you want to move it from 10 to 20. Now, moving it from 10 to 20 as an example, it has pros and cons. Yes, it can reduce the amount that you're paying on a monthly basis or quarterly basis, that is the installment, but it can also increase the interest you pay, because the longer the period, the higher the interest that you pay. So we advise our customers, okay? Now, there are those that may be interested in reducing the tenor. Probably you took on the mortgage for 10 years and now you want to shorten it into 5 years. Definitely there are pros and cons. It will reduce on the cost of borrowing in terms of the interest you're incurring, but it will also put more pressure on your cash flows, because your installment is going to increase. So depending on the circumstance, we advise our customers. Then we have customers that are almost reaching retirement age and they want to restructure the loan from 5 years to 20 years. So we usually ask you, how do you plan to service this loan? Do you have multiple sources of income for us to extend it beyond your retirement period? So depending on the circumstance, we talk to you as a customer and we advise you accordingly. What we want to see is a happy customer who is not stressed by the mortgage payment. The other question is about assessing the value of the property. How does the bank assess the value of the property for a mortgage? Now, Housing Finance Bank works with professional surveyors. We've empaneled several valuers. These are companies, these are professionals that are registered, that take on the activities of valuing properties. So if you want to do the valuation for a particular property, we share with you the full list of all our valuers. They will visit the property, they will do all the checks, they will open boundaries. If there's no access road, they'll actually tell you there's no access road on this property. If there's a caveat on the property, they'll actually tell you there's a caveat on the property. They do the holistic checks for you, okay? So that's the beauty, and that is the service we extend. We share the full list, then you choose the valuer you'd like to work with. What support do you offer during the mortgage application? Like I said, we provide advisory services, okay? So it depends on the tenor, it depends on whether you want to borrow as an individual. We've seen cases whereby customers are struggling with the installments, okay? So when they tell us that maybe I have a spouse who's willing to jointly borrow with me, it eases the pressure on the borrower. Okay, so we provide advisory services. We don't charge you for those advisory services. We also support especially customers in the diaspora who have properties here generating rental income. They usually struggle with collecting this rental income. Now, as a bank, we've empaneled professional property managers, and we shall be sharing the list of these professional property managers. They can help you with collecting this money. So someone shouldn't be telling you excuses, oh, I forgot to deposit your money, I'm 3 months due, you're there working so hard, but again, someone is not paying you your money. So we work with different players. I talked about valuers, property managers, developers. Then we also have other players such as the National Building Review Board and other authorities in the ecosystem. So that's part of the support we share, we provide, and we also, you benefit from our experience because we've been running this business for close to 60 years. So you would like to work with a partner that fully understands this sector. So the advisory services are for free. We don't charge you for that. You can call us. You can reach out to us through any of our platforms. We'll be able to talk to you. How do you help with property appraisal and valuation? I think I've also explained this. It's exactly what I was explaining around the property appraisal or valuation. We have a number of valuers that we furnish you with so that they can support you with doing the valuation. It also saves you, because if you don't do the valuation, there are things you may never know. You might think the land is 25 decimals when it's actually 20 decimals. You might think it's free when there's actually a caveat. So we provide you with that service. Can I get a mortgage in a place where you have no branch? I answered this already. So I would like to encourage all our viewers, our customers, our potential customers, please talk to us, visit us at any of the branches, reach out to us through the WhatsApp number I shared earlier, which is 0771 888 755. You can send us an email in case you're in the diaspora, diaspora@housingfinance.co.ug. You can call our toll-free line. We have a dedicated team that is going to receive your call and advise you accordingly. Reach out to us at 0800 211 082. So I would like to thank you so much for your participation, your interest in finding solutions through Housing Finance Bank. This is the first series where we have a live session with you, sensitizing you of what we are doing around reducing the housing deficit in our country through our solutions. We are going to end it here, but please, if you still have comments, questions, inquiries, keep them coming in the chat. We have a dedicated team that is going to be responding to you. Please leave your contacts. Would like to continue this conversation with you in case you're interested. Would like to continue building our country together. Once again, happy independence celebration to all of us.